In our previous exploration, we dived into the timeless wisdom of Vedanta, uncovering the eternal truth of the self as pure consciousness, unbound by the fleeting dramas of the material world. Vedanta teaches us that true freedom lies in realizing our divine nature, transcending the ego and aligning with the infinite within. But how do we bridge this profound philosophy with the practical demands of our daily life? The answer lies in discipline, the sacred practice that transforms spiritual insight into lived reality. Today, we weave Vedanta's vision of self realization into the journey of self mastery, where discipline becomes an act of devotion, a way to honor the divine spark within us. We invite you to see every disciplined action as a step towards embodying the eternal self, uniting the spiritual and the practical in a life of purpose and power. We bring it all together to talk about something much deeper, something sacred. Discipline as devotion. This is the journey to self mastery, the process of becoming who you are truly meant to be. So, what is self mastery? At its core, self mastery is the ability to govern yourself, not just your actions, but your thoughts, your emotions, and your energy. It's about living with intention, in harmony with your values, and in service to the person you are destined to become. Discipline is the tool, the practice, the devotion that makes self mastery possible. Self mastery is not a destination, it is a becoming. It is when discipline transforms from duty into worship. Eliminate decisions with rigid routines. Your brain seeks the path of least resistance, so remove choice. Set fixed time to wake, to work, and treat them as non negotiable. Let me explain this to you with an example. Don't decide whether to exercise after a long day. Make it a part of your identity. Like breathing. In your life, failure must carry a tangible price. Commit publicly. If you skip your routine, donate to a cause you hate, or admit your failure to friends. Shame and loss teach your mind that failing isn't an option. Cruelest truth, it is. Is it not? The moment you fail to govern yourself, you hand over your destiny to someone or something else. An impulse, a distraction, or the whims of fate. Life, like a throne, it is never empty. Either you occupy it with absolute domination, or you will be ruled by your weakness. If your mind is an undisciplined army, no goal, no resolution will hold. Your thoughts, your emotions, and impulses must be trained to obey, or they'll desert you at the first challenge. Like military discipline means waking up with the same determination, regardless of how you feel. It's acting when your body aches, when your soul fetters, because victory belongs to those who don't retreat. The modern world glorifies feelings and mocks discipline, which is why so many live defeated, blamed external forces for their failures. But you know better now. Your mind is your army, and you must train it without mercy. A few well trained thoughts are more powerful than 1,000 conflicting desires. Real power lies not in the quality of your ideas, but in the mastery of your exercise over them. Ask yourself, where are you losing control? When do you let laziness or distraction sabotage your plans? The war of life is lost the moment you abandon mental discipline. To win, you must become the general of your inner army, enforcing orders with relentless precision. Self mastery means choosing your highest self again and again and again and repeating it every day, even when no one is watching. You are saying, I am worthy of my own commitment. I am devoted to becoming the best version of me. That's what makes discipline sacred. It is about freeing yourself from the chaos of indecision, procrastination, and self doubt. Discipline starts with a choice, a decision to take responsibilities for your own path. Self mastery builds on that choice by asking, who am I choosing to become? It's not enough to just do the work. Self mastery invites you to be the person who does the work with purpose, precision, with proper strategy, at the right moment. The famous philosopher saw fate as a blind, relentless force, like a flood that sweeps away the unprepared. In he writes, fortune is like one of those impetuous rivers that flood the field, topple the trees and buildings. Each one flees from them, all yield to their flurry. But he adds that men can build dikes and barriers during times of calm to withstand the storm. This is where virtue, internal power, resilience, and strategic discipline comes in. Virtue isn't moral. Virtue is the ability to act with strength, adapt, and shape circumstances rather than be shaped by them. Self mastery is the ultimate expression of this. It is about mastering your energy so completely that distraction lose their power over you. It's about cultivating an inner stillness, a sense of purpose so strong that external noise, whether it's social media, self doubt, or the opinions of others, can't pull you off. So, how do we practice discipline as devotion? Do we walk the path of self mastery? It starts with three key principles: clarity, commitment, and compassion. First, clarity. Self mastery begins with knowing you want to be who. Take time to reflect on your values, your purpose, and the legacy you want to leave. What does the highest version of you look like? How do they act, think, and move through the world? Discipline without clarity is just like busyness, means aligning your discipline with a vision that lights you up. Second is commitment. Devotion is not one time act, it's a daily work. Commit to showing up for yourself even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. This is where the lessons of consistency and energy come in. Build system, routines, habits, and environments that make it. Third, compassion. My friends, the journey to self mastery is not a race, it's a lifelong practice. And remember, practice never ends. It's an ongoing process which runs every day, every month, every year, all through the life. Be kind to yourself. When you flatter, discipline as devotion means loving yourself enough to keep going even after a setback. Compassion allows you to see your mistake not as failures. Discipline is not about becoming someone else, it's about becoming you. The you that's been waiting beneath the noise, the distraction, and the doubts. Every time you choose discipline, you are carving away what doesn't serve you and revealing the masterpiece within. Self mastery is not a destination, it's a way of being. It's the courage to show up for yourself day after day with devotion on what truly matters. It is the strength to keep going even when the path is steep. And most of all, it's the love you show to yourself by believing you are worthy of becoming who you are meant to be. So, as you move forward, let's discipline be your devotion. Let it be the fire that lights your path. Let it be the practice that shapes you into person you were always destined to become. This is self-mastery. The world tells you to chase success. Discipline as devotion is the practice of peeling away these layers, aligning our actions with the truth of who we are. Just as Vedanta calls us to transcend the ego through self inquiry and discipline, self mastery invites us to live that truth in every moment. Each disciplined act is a step towards moksha, liberation, where the small self dissolves into the infinite self. By mastering your mind and actions, you honor the divine within, making discipline a sacred bridge between the temporal and the eternal. Ignite your quiet revolution. This is not the end, but your beginning, a quiet revolution that starts within and echoes far beyond. The movement is now. Don't wait for tomorrow or better circumstances. Discipline yourself because your freedom, your greatness depends on it. As your first act of commitment, write in the comments, I choose to be my own prince or princess. Let this be the spark that ignites your transformation. Then take the next step, build your roots, enforce your consciousness, and march towards the mastery. The war for your life has already begun. Will you fight or will you fall? Become the one your soul came here to be. That is the ultimate discipline, the eternal dance of the self, as Vedanta reminds us. Thank you for joining. If you got some clarity about what is the best way to enjoy life in a divine and fruitful manner, please like, share, and subscribe the channel for more purposeful and informative videos. Now go out, live with the devotion, and become the fire you were always meant to.